The Speaker of the House could lose his job, and if it happens, it would be a historic moment for Congress. That is where we're starting today's show. This is The 7 from The Washington Post. I'm Jeff Pierre. Today is Tuesday, October 3rd. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories.
The gentleman will state the form of his resolution.
Declaring the office of Speaker of the House of Representatives to be vacant. Resolved that the office of Speaker of the House of Representatives is hereby declared to be vacant.
That was Republican Representative Matt Gaetz filing a motion yesterday to remove Speaker Kevin McCarthy from his job. He's doing this because McCarthy relied on Democratic votes to pass a bill to avert a government shutdown over the weekend. Gaetz spoke to the press after he filed the motion. Here's footage from CNN.
If the Democrats want to own Kevin McCarthy, they can have it. Because one thing I'm at peace with is when we stand here a week from now, I won't own Kevin McCarthy anymore. He won't belong to me. So if the Democrats want to adopt him, they can adopt him.
A serious effort to remove the Speaker is unprecedented. If it's successful, it could throw the House into chaos. McCarthy will probably have to rely on Democratic support to keep his role, since Republicans are divided on whether to back him, and Republicans only have a razor-thin majority in the chamber. But Gaetz's move starts a ticking clock. The House will have 2 legislative days to vote on the resolution. Donald Trump's fraud trial in New York is underway. That's our second story this morning. The former president appeared in civil court yesterday for his trial in a $250 million lawsuit. This is the case alleging rampant fraud at his business properties in the state. He is expected to testify at some point during the trial, which could last for nearly 3 months. Trump doesn't face prison time in this case, but he could lose his New York properties, including Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. Number 3 today is another trial. Sam Bankman-Fried starts his court case today. He's the founder of FTX, the cryptocurrency exchange that imploded in the last year. Prosecutors will argue in Manhattan this week that Bankman-Fried orchestrated one of the largest campaign finance frauds ever, and that he did all of it to buy favorable political treatment in Washington. Prosecutors allege he took more than $100 million in funds stolen from FTX customers. The trial could last up to 6 weeks, and the 31-year-old could face decades in prison. Number 4, a 9-year-old girl who went missing in New York was found safe. Charlotte Sena was reported missing during a family camping trip in upstate New York on Saturday. This past Sunday, New York Governor Kathy Hochul spoke about how the girl went missing.
Charlotte was camping with her family here in Moreau State Park. Last evening, she went out on a bike ride. It wasn't dark. It was right around dinner time, and did a couple of loops with close friends she considers her cousins. And then she decided, after going around Troop A, she said she just wanted to go around one more time by herself. Be that big girl, do it by herself. Literally 15 minutes later, she hadn't come back yet. And 30 minutes later, at 6:47, Charlotte's mother, Tricia, called 911.
A 2-day search ended yesterday evening after the abduction suspect left a ransom note at the girl's house. Investigators matched a fingerprint on the letter to an arrest from a 1999 DWI case, leading them to the suspect's home. The girl was found in a cupboard, apparently unharmed. The man suspected in Charlotte's disappearance is in police custody. Number 5. Life expectancy in the U.S. has been declining since 2014. This is from a year-long examination by the Post of mortality data in the U.S. It found that chronic diseases are causing Americans to live shorter lives than people in other countries. There are a lot of factors to blame, including the American diet, healthcare system, and rampant inequality. Even before the pandemic, more and more adults were dying in their prime. Here's one example of chronic disease on the rise. 5 to 10% of all U.S. children have developed fatty liver disease. Before the early 2000s, this condition almost exclusively affected adults, and especially heavy drinkers. But now the rise of ultra-processed foods has coincided with the sharp spike in the disease among children. Number 6. The Major League Baseball playoffs get underway today. 12 teams make it to baseball's postseason, but the top seeds skip straight to the second round. So you won't see the Astros, Orioles, Braves, or Dodgers until the weekend. But there's plenty of action today, starting with the Twins and Blue Jays in Minnesota at 4:38 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. The World Series is scheduled to start on October 27th. And at number 7 today, bedbugs are causing chaos in Paris ahead of the 2024 Olympics. The bedbugs seem to be everywhere. Videos showing the insects on the metro and buses have recently gone viral. One showed someone covered in bites after visiting a movie theater. Other tourists have complained about infestations in their Airbnbs. Paris's deputy mayor has called for a plan to deal with the infestation, and it's a race against time. Authorities want this problem solved before the French capital welcomes millions of visitors for next year's Summer Olympics. Otherwise, athletes could be headed home with more than just medals in their luggage. All right, you're all caught up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this show and other podcasts from The Post, wherever you listen. I'm Jeff Pierre, and I will meet you back here tomorrow.